Hi everyone, so I thought I would quickly film a Q&A from LA. I'm just in Los Angeles. I actually cannot believe I'm here. I've wanted to come for so long, but I had a spare 5 minutes in the hotel room, so I'm staying at the Sheraton Gateway by LAX airport, and now I'm just about to move to West Hollywood and staying in Beverly Hills in the Avalon Hotel. It's like so surreal. You see it on so many movies, so I actually cannot believe I'm here. But in my last video, I asked you if you wanted to do a Q&A and like to send your questions in, because I kind of get a lot of questions, kind of the same thing. So I thought instead of answering you all, it'd be cool, like, so you all get it. It was all to do with blogging, so I guess you guys want to blog on YouTube. So I thought I would answer a few questions for you today from LA. And I'm so jet lagged. I had about 3 hours sleep. I went to bed at 11 o'clock LA time and woke up at 2 a.m. thinking it was the morning, which it would have been in England, and I was like wide awake. Anyway, let me get started. I have them all on my phone, so bear with me. So the first question is by Jahona, really bad at saying names, so Jahona6, and you asked, what's your advice on starting a YouTube channel? This is a really funny one because I actually started a year before the first video that is on my channel now. So a year before, so 2 years ago, I put a few videos out and they were awful. They were so cringe that I cannot even bear to look at them. And like, obviously it didn't work. I didn't get any followers or subscribers or no interest in it whatsoever. And so I stopped doing it and really thought about what I wanted to do. And I realize now that the reason why it didn't do very well was because I was maybe trying to be and do something that I wasn't. So like, if I showed you the videos, I would literally cry laughing. I might do a reaction video to that one day because there was a green screen and everything. Firstly, I tried too hard. I didn't need to try that hard at all. And secondly, like when I first started YouTube, I thought it was really young and I had to do young stuff, and it just wasn't me because I was 27, 28 at the time. So when I went back and started again last year, I just did what I wanted to do and just did it for my age group, if that makes sense, rather than like maybe aiming at teenagers. I didn't purposely do that the first time around. I just did it, like, I don't know why. But so my advice would be just start, because you have to make those mistakes to learn from them, if that makes sense. And I remember when I first put videos out and like so many people were laughing at me and like being like, oh my god, what's Laurie doing now? Like, it's so silly. And like literally they're trying to ask me questions on how to start YouTube now. So don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself. You don't have to tell anyone you're doing it. Just put it out there, see what happens, be yourself, do the stuff that you're interested in, and just start. There's no like game to YouTube. You can't grow, there's no hacks to it. It's just what people like to watch. So you just have to try different things and see what works for you. Because say for instance, someone could do really well with beauty and someone else could do really well with fashion, and there's no answer to it. That's just happened. Like, I know that a lot of my subscribers follow me for my fashion, so I know that's my niche kind of things. You have to kind of find your niche, but you can't find your niche until you start doing the videos. So just do it, even if it's on your phone. You don't need a high-tech camera. My camera is, well, my first camera that I had was really bad. It's actually all about the editing. So just Google how to edit stuff. I didn't know how to do anything. I literally just Googled. I'm rambling, so let me go on to the next question. I have a time limit as well. I have to be out in like half an hour out of this hotel room, so I'm trying to be as fast as possible. So Jahona, I'm really sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but you asked another question. For how long do you think you'll make YouTube videos, and what's your plan doing after? I honestly never have plans, because if you make plans, they never work out accordingly. Like, I'd love to make YouTube videos forever. It's literally my dream. What I do now is my dream job, which I didn't even know existed when I was in school. So if you're struggling to know what you want to do, maybe your job doesn't even exist yet. So never let that worry you. But what I'd like to see happen with my YouTube career, like, I obviously love fashion. Like, I'd love to do like collab with a brand and design my own shoe range or something, or bags. I have like a bit of an obsession with accessories, so something like that would be awesome. But I could never imagine me going back to an office job after doing this, because it kind of opens you up to a world where you can see how easy it is to have your own business. So if I couldn't do this, I'd probably try and make my own business some other way. Okay, this is from Teodora Raga Georgieva. I'm so sorry. And you asked how to start a fashion blog on a budget. Okay, so these are all blog questions. So if you don't want to, I nearly lost my phone. If you don't want to blog, maybe this video isn't for you. But so many of you asked these questions, so I just thought I would do a video on it so it could be helpful for you in some way. I'm not one to hide any secrets, so everything I do know, I kind of just want to tell you. So starting a blog on a budget is exactly what I did. I was so broke. I was doing a degree in London, paying rent, working like 2 jobs just to afford my rent. I had 0 money. So when I first started, I literally just took selfies. Like I just used what I had. I took selfies. I borrowed people's clothes. Like all I had was Primark, and I had to make Primark work. So like it doesn't matter what your budget is. All you need is an iPhone, and the key to, I think, growing is really nailing your editing skills, whether that's with YouTube or Instagram. That's what I found anyway. So you don't even have to buy, like I never spent money on tech, if that makes sense. So I first started Instagram on my iPhone, and then as soon as I started earning income from my blog, I invested that in a camera. So everything that I've bought tech-wise, it's just been investments in my business whilst I had my full-time job. So I never spent any money to make this happen. It just kind of evolved on its own. So this is from Akshay Akanan. And list your favorite stores to shop from, please. I'm just going to start uni at UK and I love your style and I want to know where to shop. Okay, so talking about UK High Street, well, online you can't beat ASOS for student discount. That's amazing. But my favorite shop has got to be Zara, especially for winter stuff. I love that. But if you want to go a bit cheaper than Zara, probably Primark. I love Primark, and like you can't beat it. They're right on trend, and if you know what you're looking for in Primark, you can find some really great stuff. So H&M, Topshop, River Island, Zara, Primark are probably my favorites typically, but the British High Street is just so good, you can't beat it. Okay, Wadia Sharifi, I'm so sorry if I say these wrong. I would love to know which equipment to buy for starting a YouTube channel. I mean, so I film this isn't filmed on my main camera because obviously I'm abroad, but like I usually film my main channel videos on a Panasonic Lumix FZ1000, I think it's called. And I don't particularly rate the camera. It's not very good. And what I learned from investing in cameras is that it's more about the lighting than the actual camera itself. So whenever I get a new camera, each camera is different. I just test different places around my house which really have flattering lighting, if that makes sense. Even with your iPhone, you can make a great video. So I wouldn't invest too much in a camera before you got going, if that makes sense. But also, like, there isn't really a camera that does everything. Like I use the GX80 for my blog pictures. I use the G7X Canon for my vlogs. And then I use the FZ1000 for like my main sit down videos. So there isn't really a camera that does everything, I guess. But if I had to pick one to start with, it would be this one that I'm filming on right now. It's the Canon G7X, yeah, it's written on it. But this is the camera that I definitely, because it takes great pictures, it's great for vlogging, and you could do a main channel video with it, and it's tiny, so it's a really portable thing. Like I really wouldn't invest in a DSLR because you can't really take it around with you. It gets really difficult. So this is from My Little Love Story blog, and you asked, I would like to ask you how you edit your pictures, if you use apps, what filters. I love your work. You are very motivating to me. Ah, thanks. So yes, I do use apps. I use 4, I think. So Facetune, obviously, if I have a gigantic zit, which is usually, oh, I'm so American, I just call it zit. So if I have a spot, like I just whack it out, I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes I think if I left it in, the picture would be about the spot that big. So I just whack it out. So like the focus is on the clothes. It's not even to make me look better looking, because I don't really take selfies that often. It's just to do with distracting you from the clothes. So I use Facetune for that, which is a great app. And then ViscoCam, I actually don't really use a filter, I don't think, but what ones do I use? think I use, I don't know, all different ones. Q3 sometimes, A4 sometimes, A6 sometimes. It depends on the picture, the lighting. Like, I use a lot of them, so you just have to go it. I got them all, I downloaded them all and then just played around to see which one like I liked best, basically. I think that's the easiest way to do it, is just like try and test. Snapseed, which you can like pigment colors. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's what I do. Maybe Photoshop sometimes if I need to like saturate the color. Yeah, I think that's it. So we had, let me just like rerun that because I've forgotten. ViscoCam, Facetune, Snapseed, and Photoshop the app. So really grateful. I actually don't edit any of my blog pictures or anything on my computer. I always just I like edit them on my iPad. Like, they have all the apps on there. Like, all the software on my computer is on like app versions. It's so much easier. It's so much portable. Like, my blog is even an app, so I can upload anywhere on the go. So yeah, you don't need a computer really to blog, except for videos. Okay, so Roma Malik. Hi Roma, we went to uni together. How did you begin contacting brands for collaborations, or what tips would you give to secure paid collaborations? Don't do anything. They come to you. So I know that sounds weird, but like, I've never emailed someone for a collaboration. Just, I got to, this time last year, my blog was non-existent. I hadn't earned any money from it yet, I don't think. It was like really, I didn't even get many emails. And all of a sudden, like within a month, it was like, bam. I think it was like when I hit 20K on Instagram and I started to get followers on YouTube, it literally just went, whoosh, and then I could give up my job. And it's been secure ever since. So I'd say don't contact brands. They will contact you when you're ready, if that makes sense. And the right brands kind of contact you, so like they kind of get you. So I've only ever been contacted really by brands that fit in with my followers, I guess. So yeah, you don't need to think about stuff like that. You'd be better spending the time learning new stuff and like making your like pictures better and stuff like that, rather than concentrating on like contacting brands, if that makes sense. Okay, Anna Elizabeth Robb asked, how do you organize yourself for both blog and YouTube content? Anna, I wish I could organize myself. I have no organization skills. I'm one of them people that like lives in an entire chaotic mess but knows exactly where everything is, and I've like got like things going on all over the place, but somehow I can just do it all. So I'd love to plan, but I can't. So like, this was just most things are just spur of the moment. And I think with blogging you have to be like that, because you don't know, it's always about things on the go and like just taking a picture here, taking a picture there, doing a video. Like, I find it really hard to plan, because like this time last week I didn't know I was in LA, and I'm in LA, and then London Fashion Week is next. I don't know, I do try and like London Fashion Week, I do try and plan. Oh, by the way, I'm looking for photographers for London Fashion Week, so if any of you are photographers, hit me up. But yeah, planning is something that I cannot advise on. Okay, Amy, ooh, this is a hard one. Ain't even. If you weren't doing YouTube, what do you think would be your career path? Do you know what? I did not know what I wanted to do forever. Like, school didn't know. Even when I went back to uni, when I was like a mature student, it's weird saying mature because I definitely never act mature, but because I never knew, and then I heard about blogging, discovered what blogging was, and that was it. I knew. So it's really hard for me to say what would I be doing. Probably like not a lot. I don't know. I had a job in fashion PR, well, like a PR manager at a company prior to being a full-time blogger, but I really didn't like it, so I'd probably be very depressed somewhere. And you asked again, what's the first thing you would do in the event of a zombie apocalypse? Well, I could do the boring thing and say I'd save and say I love my family and all that, but that's like an obvious one, so let's pretend that I've already done that. I would probably go tell the person that I never told I love you, I loved him, and eat a load of chocolate on the way. Okay guys, I've literally run out of time. I have to leave this like place in like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to go pack. But yeah, I hope you like my quick Q&A from LA, and I don't know whether my LA vlog will be live before this or after this, so keep an eye out, and I will see you back in England for London Fashion Week very soon.